Hello, and welcome to another episode of Scottish Car Enthusiasts Television. And it's another lockdown session, so today we're going to look at a car brochure from the past, and this time around it's the Nissan Almera from 1995 to roughly 2001. So why not grab yourself a cup of tea, sponsored by another YouTuber, Furious Driving, and we shall have a look at this brochure. So in 1995, the Nissan Almera replaced the Nissan Sunny. When the car first came out, it wasn't anything really conventional looking. It just looked like any standard run-of-the-mill at the time Nissan. So this brochure is dated. This is an, if you can see it, January 1999, which makes it probably within the last couple of years of this version of the Almera. The Almera then got replaced with a slightly better looking version. So let's have a wee look at this brochure. Still the Almera. So you had it available in 3-door hatchback, 4-door saloon, or a 5-door hatchback. And the tagline for the Almera at the time was, "It was strong enough to handle the toughest test." So this was the base entry Almera. This was the Almera Equation. This was available with the 1.4. So some features of that car you had was it was a 1.4 double overhead cam, 16 valve. It had multi-link beam suspension. You had tilted steering wheel, height adjustable driver's seat, power steering, front and rear door storage pockets only available on the 3-door, a handy bottle holder, anti-lock brakes, panoramic driver's mirror, and a high mounted stop lamp. What more could you want for it in the base model Almera? Then we had the Almera GX. This was the next one up from base. And the way they sold the GX was they said that if you were looking for optional extras, you won't find them on the GX. It's just as it. This has also said that that's not to say it was well equipped. It's just that the GX had the quality extras built in as standard. So you had power and tilt steering, which again was power steering with tilt adjustable. You had air conditioning, which keyless entry. So on the Equation, just basically had the key to get in. Electric windows. You had a rev counter, but I think the actual base Almera had the rev counter as well. So, and you had split fold and 60/40 rear seats. You also had the choice of a 1.4 double overhead cam or a 1.6 double overhead cam 16 valve engine. You also had a choice of a 4-speed automatic and a choice of a 4 or 5-door saloon. And you also had anti-lock brakes, seatbelt tensioners, and a driver's airbag. Then we move into the Almera SLX, Don't You Deserve It? So this would have been described as probably the luxury version of the Almera. So you had body-coloured bumpers and door mirrors to complement the sophisticated body styling. Well, that's one thing I wouldn't say that the Almera was renowned for. It wasn't really a sophisticated looking car. It just looked, depending on how you looked at it on a 5-door, from some angles it actually looked like an estate car. It was just the styling was really just imagine a gawky teenager. It was quite gawky looking. So you also had rear headrests, you had power operated windows and a sunroof, central door locking via a remote key fob. Again, on top of the other specs, you had the driver, power steering, and height adjustable driver's seat. You also got anti-lock brakes. You've got 20 airbags on this model. And on this one, you only got the 1.6 double overhead cam 16 valve. But you also got the option of a 4-speed automatic. This was the car. This is the Almera GTI. This was the car that popped up in an advert that mirrored the Professionals back when it was launched. I think about 97. And it's quite a following for these wee cars, to be quite honest. They seem to have held their value. So, what do you get for innovative engineering? Well, apparently Nissan said that building a class-beating GTI was never going to be an easy job. But one we're glad to say we've accomplished. Well, I would never describe the Almera GTI as a class-leading GTI car. I could say that I think at the time the Mark IV Golf GTI was probably the bench setter, even though that wasn't the greatest looking of cars, like the Almera. So what do you get in this version? So you get a 2-litre double overhead cam, 16 valve engine, resulting in an impressive 143 PS power output. It's got a sports-tuned multi-link beam rear suspension and, excitingly, 15-inch alloy wheels. You had advanced 4-channel ABS, ventilated discs. So you had driver, passenger, side airbags, power steering, electric windows, sunroof, air conditioning, height adjustable driver's bucket seat, leather trimmed steering wheel, and you also had a fancy 6-speaker audio system and a keyless entry system, again just a fob. And on the Almeras it would probably have been like a Sony system that would have been in here. So yeah, and you also, they never mention it in the blurb, but you also got white dials on this version. And I think that's just a GX. Or it could be, yeah, I think it's a GX. So here we have the interior on the Almera, crafted for comfort. Now, I'm going to be honest here, and it was just basically crafted for function. I mean, big chunky buttons here. You got your 2 blanket switches there and there. Your hazards there, heated rear window, and there's your 4-spoke steering wheel. Quite clear and concise dials. So you've got your speedometer to the left, your rev counter to the right, your temperature gauge to the right, and your just here you have your fuel gauge. Basic HVAC controls. You have your settings where if you want windscreen, into the cabin, your hot and cold, your 4-speed fan, your air conditioning, and your air recirculation button. And underneath just a tray for maybe like your mobile phone. You also got a cigarette lighter, power socket here. But yeah, it was really, really well laid out, this car. I mean, it wasn't the greatest looking design. But Nissans weren't really like that back in the day. They were more form over function. And you also had over here you've got your dimmer for your headlight adjustment. And just here is your electric mirrors, front your front electric mirrors left and right. So there we go. This is the interior from the Almera GTI. You can see it does actually look quite a nice place to be inside there, and even the back seats are sculptured to look like bucket seats as well. But this was a 5-seater car. So you've got you have a wee cubby box here in the GTI, leather gear stick here, and the steering wheel slightly differs. If I come in here, you would find that steering wheel on things like the 200SX. 200SX you would find it on. And there's down here's your height adjustable seating, speakers, your electric windows, and your pattern. Dynamic performance, so it's just basically telling us here about the engine. So it's telling you on the Almera you had a choice of 1.4, 1.6 or 2 litre 16 valve double overhead cams. Sorry, they're actually twin cams actually. Twin cam engines, I always thought they were double overhead. There you go, they're twin cams. And apparently reliability back in the days was that Nissan did the equivalent of 10 years driving in just 3 months. Grueling oil tests, a few other engines can match, and ran the engine at extreme temperatures ranging from -40 to 100 degrees centigrade. Class leading handling. The Almera said that they always proved to be the class leader. I've never driven an Almera, but it's one car I would like to do on my bucket list. But it says it's a superb handling ability. It's made possible by a renowned multi-link beam suspension. It's capable of coping with every eventuality. It says, don't take our word for it. The automotive press are just as enthusiastic in their praise. So much so that they voted the ride of the Almera the very best in its class. Now, I think at the time when this came out, this version at 95, it was probably better than what was better in the market. You had things like your Vauxhall Astra, Mark III, you had your Ford Escort, and you had your Golf as the sort of main competitors, and the 306. I think at the time I would have said the 306 was a class leader in handling stakes. I think the 306 was quite a good handling car. And probably at the time the Almera probably wouldn't have been too far behind. But as this brochure was done in 1999, things had moved on a notch. The Golf had been replaced, the Astra had been replaced, and the class leading Focus had come onto the market as well. And nobody can dispute that the Mark I Ford Focus was probably the best handling car in its class. And if you ask anyone with a Ford Focus nowadays, they're just going about the Mark I saying how it's been the best handling, it was the best handling car of its time. And to this day, they still maintain that it is over every generation. Every Focus, the Mark II, the Mark III, and the Mark IV. But the Mark I still has the edge on the handling for it. Not to say that the Mark II and Mark II Focus, Mark III Focus aren't great handling cars, but I think the Mark I Focus sent the benchmark, and still is one of the greatest handling cars, I think, of this era, a car in the late 90s. So, planning for the unexpected. So, Nissan said accidents can happen at any time on your way to work, popping to the shops. So it's reassuring to know that should an accident occur, in the Almera you're protected. So it's basically saying every one of our models comes with quality safety features built in, ABS, driver's airbag, passenger safety cage with front rear crumple zones, door bars, high mounted stoplights, excellent all-round visibility and panoramic door mirrors, multi-link beam suspension, and every one of these features apparently have been tested to the extreme using the most advanced technology available. The durability tests for the seatbelts alone, for instance, covers 10 sides of A4 paper. And testing the patience of thieves. Now, Nissan has their security system at the time was called NATS, which was Nissan Anti-Theft System. And what Nissan done at the time was it spent hours investigating methods of former car criminals. So Nissan claim that at the time when this brochure was done, there's not a trick in the book that Nissan don't know about. So you can sleep easy if the only person driving your Almera is you. And there's your key there. This is a NATS key. So you have your chips in the red bit there. And most Almeras at the time had this sticker, where like an eagle or a hawk, with NATS on the side windows. And their immobilizer used a state-of-the-art complex rolling code system at the time. So there you go. And here we go. We're coming into the accessories for the Almera. So you had your, look at this, funky plastic wood effect trim at the time. You had your 14-inch cosmic alloy here. Your Aquila 14-inch wheel. It's got the option of a chrome exhaust finisher, tow bar system, rear spoiler, and these very interesting wheels on this version. So these were the colours you could get at the time. So colours you could get for this was a slightly browny gold colour called persimmon. Then you had your white, marine blue, glacier, which looks like a grey silver, fairway green, Curo black, carmine, or mulberry. And then it goes into the details of the trim. So in Equation GX you had a sort of black trim or a dusk trim. You had in an SLX you had a dusk or a black trim. Yeah. And the GTI just had a black trim. And it just this wee bit tells you what colours were available and what models. So here we go, we've got the interesting facts for you here. And it's the specifications. So your sort of max speed for a 1.4, top speed was about 107 mile an hour. 0 to 60 was roughly about 12.6 seconds, and you were getting a combined fuel consumption of about 40 miles to the gallon. On the 1.6s, it was a top speed of 112, with a 0 to 60 of about 12.9, which seems a bit slower than the 1.4. Again, your sort of combined cycle on that was about 34 miles to the gallon. On your 2 litre version, your top speed on this car was 131 mile an hour, and 0 to 60 in about 8.2. So weren't really blisteringly quick cars, especially if you think about a 1.6 being slightly slower to 60 than a 1.4. But there we go. So a top tip for you if you're looking for an Almera of this generation, then go for a 1.4. Again, this is all the specifications and what was available and what's not available on your model of Almera. And this is the Nissan commitment. The commitment was durability, quality, reliability. When you drive one, you'll know exactly what we mean. So this is Cranfield, Nissan's European Technology Centre. Anti-theft testing, you can see the guy's having a good shot of that. Number 3, this picture here, is the factory at Sunderland, which this Almera wasn't built in. This car was built in Japan. It was when the version from 2001 came out that it was built in Sunderland. Only models built in Sunderland at that time were the Micra and the Primera, as far as I'm aware. And you've got this picture here, the Primera touring car, still one of the best liveries I've ever seen. And this is the Nissan Motor Company GB building at Maple Cross in Rickmansworth, which I also think is also where Renault were based as well. I've got a funny feeling they were based in Rickmansworth down in Berkshire. So there you go. So Nissan's commitment to you at the time, back in 1999, was to give you a 3-year 60,000 mile warranty, 6 years anti-corrosion warranty, free roadside assistance for the first 12 months, accident management, menu pricing, and peace of mind. And then you've got your Nissan Finance and your Motability scheme as well. And that is the end of the brochure. So I'd just like to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts Television. We are on Facebook and Instagram. We do a daily cover competition on Facebook where you can enter your car to be in with a chance to be the cover comp picture on our cover comp for a week. So we have a map Monday, tail end Tuesday, wheel Wednesday, turbo Thursday, and a front end Friday. We've also been in lockdown, we've also been having a couple of virtual meets where we are hoping to get out and once the lockdown sort of eases a wee bit and attend some meets in the future. But I'd just like to thank you again for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we shall catch you in another video. Thank you.